So this video is a lot different than the other videos that I usually post on my channel, but this video is a video I want to share with anyone who come across this, or if anyone is interested in being a personal driver for a company where you specifically deliver packages, especially like FedEx, UPS. There's other ones as well that does it. I ended up finding interest in doing that, so I decided to submit an application, and in less than a couple of days I received a call, and I was interviewed over the phone and I got the job. And so after that I pretty much was informed to complete all the paperwork that I had to complete, or sign any paperwork that I had to sign online in a portal for UPS employees, and that's how I got that completed. And of course, before you start driving for them, they will ask you everything about your car. They'll ask you everything in your car work, from your lights to your brakes to your windshield wipers, to, you know, if you have any issues with your wheels, if you have any issues with your windows, and anything specific, you know, that has to do with your car, because you are going to be delivering for them. So they want to make sure that every part in your car is working perfectly, so that way it doesn't cause any issue for you as you deliver. And so they also ask about insurance for your car. They also ask any accident, other things like that, I believe, in regards to you as a driver and to your car. They're very specific to the hiring process and things like that. It seemed quite long in the beginning, but you know, it's a government job, so they just want to make sure that everything goes well. They also will do a background check as well, and that way they can get you on board, and that way they can have you start driving for them. It's a job that requires you to pretty much be active at all times, really. You're just always on the go, you're always moving, and you're just delivering packages for shoppers, for customers that order online, and there are other ways of ordering, okay? So if anyone is interested in doing a job like that, you can just simply either go on the UPS website, go on the FedEx website, go on Indeed.com to see if this position is still open. I will put my gloves on so that I can pick up the remaining of the boxes. The glove I use so that my hand doesn't get dirty too quick, except for the tip of my fingers, which will end up having dust from the boxes and things like that, when you handle them especially. Those boxes are pretty dirty, okay? They get tossed around a lot. If I have big boxes on my route, I would either deliver them first, depending what kind of day it is, especially like if it's raining right now. It just all depends how I feel, honestly, because I have more energy in the morning than I do later in the afternoon. So I try to get the bigger boxes out of the way, usually in the morning, and so that way I can do the lighter loads of boxes later in the day. And I do run through apartments and houses, but again, I tend to do the apartments in the morning because of the fact that you have to go upstairs a lot of the times with the apartments, and I'll do the houses early in the afternoon or evening time. You do have customers and shoppers packages in your car, so you want to make sure that you're driving carefully on the road, you're following the speed limits as well, so that you can get their packages to them safely. There are times when you're going to deliver, you're going to run across rainy days, and so you need to make sure you prepare yourself by getting a raincoat, rain boots as well. But at the end of the day, you really have to do your part and carry some extra things. But you know, with this type of raincoat, as you can see here, it's pretty well made, I would say. Got it from Amazon. I will leave a link down below if you would like to get one yourself. But it covers my head. It's pretty long as well, all the way down below my knees. There's other things that you would need, especially if you are a personal driver. You probably need a flashlight, you would need hand wipes, hand sanitizer. You also need sunglasses. At times when the sun is glaring in your face, you might want to use a pads as well, especially for those sunny days. Also, you just chapstick, you know, for lips get dry throughout deliveries. Make sure you bring water in the car as well, just in case. So if you want to, you can sip on the water as you're driving as well. Anything else, I guess, extra that you may need, you can bring as well. One more important thing that I did forget to say was that to bring face masks. So that would be helpful to have. Another thing that I did have in my car, especially when it rains or if you sweat heavily, is I place a seat cover on my side that I drive on. So that way, if I did end up being super soaked, super wet, that it doesn't completely go on my seat and it ends up smelling or giving a weird smell. And then, who knows, it may not really fully dry and then it might give off a smell. So the seat cover I was speaking of, so that you can utilize, I use this cover seat right here that absorb water. I will leave a link down below so you can access it yourself. I use the Febreze so I can spray in my car after I finish my work for the day, just to give it a fresh smell again. Something else that would be really helpful as well as you are using your own vehicle to deliver packages is to utilize a blanket. The blankets can be placed whether on your back seat, whether on the trunk area, or especially if you have seats that go down where you can place packages all the way up to the back of your passenger seat and driver's seat. It would be best to lay out a blanket on that part there, so that way you don't have to experience a lot of dirt on your back seat or in the trunk as well. Or sometimes there are packages where it spills little things like that, or it might drip some water or chemical, who knows. But you don't want that to spill on your seat, or you don't want that to leave a mess behind. So having a blanket there will allow you to prevent those things from happening. So here's a quick look of how mine look like. As you can see, the blanket is right there, right? This is my trunk area. Half of it is my trunk, and the remaining is the back of the seat that's folded down. So it ends up creating a bigger, much larger space so that I can push the packages all the way to the back of the driver's seat and passenger seat. Now, UPS does enforce a dress code for their employees, but if you are a personal driver using your own vehicle, then they just inform that to wear appropriate clothing when you are on the job, making deliveries, making stop as well. Just because throughout your deliveries, you may have certain drop-offs that you have to technically go up to the individual home and knock at their door and see them in person to confirm that that's who you're dropping off to, or to as well get a signature. And then they just also ask that you do wear a shoe that is non-slip or pretty much slip resistant, so that way if in case you run across a puddle or anything of that sort, that you're not easily to fall. I think I've said a lot. I've said a lot. So thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.